birthday bash craft along day 3. I'm so excited to have you here. Please say hello in the comments. Let us know where you're watching from. It is great to have you along for the ride. I hope you've been loving the projects so far. They've been so fun to create. I fall in love with this Darling Dinos bundle more and more every time I use it. And I'm also really loving the One More Year stamp set. We're going to use the dog stamp pretty soon. Can't wait. Actually, I think that's our final day because that dog stamp just kind of makes me giggle, which is just fun. I'm just pulling up my video here so I can see your comments a little better. I hope wherever you are, it is not too cold. It has been, the last day or so has been lovely here. I think, well, it is, let's see. It is 45 degrees right now, which is so not the normal temperature in January in the Midwest. So I'm loving that. Hello, Patricia, and Linda is coming from Manitoba. Shella is coming from sunny Kentucky. Margaret is from Bloomington, Illinois. Trish says the projects have been so adorable. Thank you. I think so too. Linda's in upstate New York, where it looks like it's cold, according to her emojis. Kathy's in Wisconsin. Oh, it is so awesome to see you guys all here. And Crystal, it's sunny here. Crystal lives kind of almost on the other side of the state from where I live. So I'm glad that it's sunny there too. It's sunny here. In fact, I had to close my blinds because when I sit at my computer, it was like blinding me. The sunbeams were literally coming into my eyeballs, which is not the first time beams of light have been in my eyeballs because I had a dentist appointment this morning. No cavities. And I feel like I need one of those adult stickers. But you know, when you're in the dentist and they have their little thing on their head and they're looking in your mouth and the beam of light flashes across your eyeballs and you're like, whoa. Yeah, that. Also, can I just tell you, I really don't love the dentist, like at all. I really don't like the dentist. Oh my gosh. But I'm good till August, so that's good. Ooh, it's sunny in South Carolina. So awesome. Hope you're doing well, Tracy. Susan says 44 is a heat wave in the Chicago suburbs. That is 100% true. I love it. So today we are going to make a cute little box. It's like a little slider box, which is adorable. And then we're also going to make a kind of a cute little card. It's a little bit of a fun fold. Hey, could you do me a solid and grab me a roll of the white woven ribbon? You know the one I'm talking about? Because I think I might have used all mine yesterday. Yeah, so we have got really cute cards. I love when I have somebody who can help me, my assistant. That's Whitney. I also, Patricia, so I said, I'm sorry to my dentist. I said, I'm sorry, I'm crabby to be here. She goes, oh, well, a lot of people find this relaxing. And I'm like, sitting there, thinking to myself, I did not say this, but I'm like, who are these psychopaths? Because no one likes the dentist. Relaxing. There is nothing relaxing. In fact, I was like had an iron grip on my hands. Like my fingers are turning purple because I hate it. Anyway. It's like Confessions of a Stamper. Thanks. Oh, perfect.
That's the right one, right?
Yes, it is. Thank you. Also, I have to giggle. In today's projects, we need a piece of typing paper. And so I'm laughing because the piece of paper I chose is a piece of paper that Carl apparently printed from college on my printer of his chemistry homework. It's the enthalpy changes for chemical systems. I have no idea what any of this means, but there's a nice little graph on here if you wanted to plot the data. I'm laughing at that. Patricia, unless you're getting laughing gas, right? Oh my gosh. I used to have a dentist in our old town who gave me Valium just to get my cleaning. I did never abuse it, but it did take the edge off. And this dentist doesn't really seem like they're into that. Stacy, I do not understand you. Stacy says she finds getting a cleaning relaxing. No, like when they're doing the flossing and you're just like waiting for her, because they kind of jiggle. Some of my back teeth, I don't know about you guys, but some of my back teeth are really tight together, especially like around where my crown is. And so, she like saws through and I'm always like waiting for her to go. And my hygienist was really gentle and she knows I don't really like her. And I feel like I should almost bring her a card or something like, sorry, I'm always so like unhappy to be anywhere near you. But anyway, oh my gosh, the joyful stamper. You love going to the dentist. Sorry, I don't even know. Can we even be friends? Your friend is a dentist and you known each other since you're 12. Okay. I have in-laws that are dentists. Nope. The sound, right? I know. Somebody was getting something done this morning and I was just like, good luck with that. It sounded, it's just the sounds. I'll never forget, Carl had to get a root canal. He had like a piece of his tooth break off when he was in like 7th grade and he had to get a root canal. And I remember sitting there and it was miserable. Like the process was really, really miserable for him. I felt so bad. Because he had this big flop of skin over where, well, anyway, it's a long story, but I seriously was like, I could barely handle it. And I wasn't the one getting this stuff done to. But bless his heart, he survived. Actually, he's got to get that tooth fixed again because he had it when he was littler and he's grown and, Anyway, I think you guys, I don't know about you guys who like it. And I have pretty good teeth. I haven't had a cavity in years and years. And so, I mean, but anyway, we don't have to talk about that. Ooh, Crystal needs to be sedated. I know, right? Why, why can't we just be sedated anyway? Okay. But I felt like I put my big girl pants on this morning and I went and I survived. I do it right away in the morning because Lord knows I do not want to be thinking about it all day long. Like, oh, I've got that to go to. So I got it out of the way early and that was good. So I'm good till August. Anyway, enough talk about unhappy things. We're going to talk about happy things, which is we're going to make some super cute cards. If you're watching, I would be so excited if you could give me the thumbs up on this video. It sure helps me with the YouTube to get the video out to more people, and I would really appreciate it. Like I said, we're going to make 2 super cute cards. These were designed by my bestie, Kelly, and they're so fun. And I said cards, I meant projects. One is a card, one is a box, and they're really, really cute. So Hope, thank you so much. My sweater is actually super soft, so I wish you could touch it through the camera. That doesn't sound creepy at all. I had to laugh because the description of it said it's cashmere-like, which whatever, it's not at all. I'm sure it's made of plastic, but it's really comfy and it's kind of warm but lightweight and it is super soft. So I do love that. Thank you for the thumbs up. That makes me so happy. I appreciate it. And sorry, Jeffy, we're done talking about the dentist. We are on to birthday dinosaurs. What could be better? And I do have some candy that we're going to put in our birthday dinosaur package. So yay. All right, so let's get started. Now, a reminder, if you would like to craft along with us, we still have let's see, what's today is like day 3. We still have 3 more days of craftiness headed your way. And if you would like to craft along with us, you can get your copy of this amazing PDF. It is like a bazillion pages. Okay, like 36. But it is got all of the dimensions, all the products listed, all of the instructions, all the photos, all the things you need to make crazy cute projects. And it would be so awesome if you would like to purchase that for $25, or you can get it free with a $60 order in my online store. And of course, you'll get all kinds of other goodies when you shop with me. First off, besides this amazing PDF, you will also get a card kit. You will also get a free item for Celebration from Stampin' Up. And one of the things we're using today from Celebration is the Toadstool Gardens, is that right? Toadstool Gardens Designer Series paper. That's a Celebration choice. You can also, if you spend $75, you can also get a really fun embellishment from me to go with the card kit I mentioned. And then you also get another PDF, which is the Marbled Elegance. Sorry, I really had to think about that one. The Marbled Elegance All-Star Video Class Bundle. So you get 2 PDFs, 3 if you count the card kit one. I mean, there really has never been a better time to place an order in my online store. So I would be so grateful for your business. It really helps continue to offer specials just like this that are out to the public, as well as just supporting my online activities that I do for you. All right, friends, I'm going to flip my camera and we are going to get started and have some fun. Okay, I think my camera's tipped a little funny. There we go. Hello, hello. All right, so first off, we're going to make a card. And let me just grab my pieces here. Oh, I have them in order. Wasn't that smart of me? All right, so I pre-cut several of the pieces for my card. I've got a card. My card base is a 1/4 sheet of cardstock, which is Granny Apple Green. Then I've got a piece of that Designer Series paper I mentioned. This piece is, let's see, 6 by 5 1/4, and then we're going to give it a score at 4 inches. Okay, and then we'll fold on that score line and adhere it to our card. And this is kind of the fun fold. And by the way, I love this little striped pattern that's going on here. I think it is so cute. And the colors for this are just so fun. They're bright and cheerful, which is, of course, is like my favorite. All right, then I've got a piece of Granny Apple Green that's 6 by 3 1/2. And I'm going to score that at 3 inches. And then this is going to create the other part of our fun fold. So it's going to go in here just like that. And I'm going to give that a good crease. Put some adhesive on this and we will adhere it kind of centered onto our card right about there. Okay. So cute. And then I'm giggling. Beth Ann said, I bet dinos never go to the dentist. I think you're right, Beth Ann. Okay, then I've got a piece of Designer Series paper for the inside of my card. You know, because why not? Why wouldn't you keep it cute on the inside? So we'll carry that stripe pattern through. And then we've got a piece of basic white for the inside as well, which we're going to, actually, I'm going to hold off on that because if we mess up, we can flip it over, right? So we're going to do a little stamping first. And then we've got the outside pieces. We're going to stamp on these as well. Okay, So let's get started. Now, remember I mentioned we needed some chemistry homework paper. You don't have to use chemistry homework typing paper. You can use kind of whatever you want, but I'm just going to rip a little edge on this paper. And this is like this will be like for some grass. Okay, so I'm just going to take and put this at the very bottom of my paper, and I'm going to use the rest of this so that I have a nice area, because we're going to do some ink blending. Okay, and I'm going to do my green and my pool party. Green, of course, being granny apple. And I love doing this on cards. Actually, I think so far on every card we've done a little ink blending. I think it just really takes your card to the next level. And I'm actually going to start with my pool party, now that I'm saying that. Because otherwise you just have a really white piece in your background, and this just makes it so much, more interesting. So we're going to take and using that edge, we're kind of going all over the place to create a background on here. So whenever I do ink blending, I do like to do kind of the first little bit of ink off on my side, because that just keeps me from getting like a blob of dark ink that I don't want. Because as you can see, this is pretty nice and even. It doesn't have to be perfectly even color, because it's just going to be a sky, and the sky isn't perfectly even typically. But especially because we're going to actually put a cloud in the sky a little bit later here. But anyway, we've got a nice little background, right? Okay, now if I take the other part of my paper here, where I ripped, this is going to line up. Actually, I think it goes this way. This is going to, doesn't it? Isn't this how this is supposed to work? Here we go. This is going to line up with this. Okay, I think I ripped it goofy, but it's okay. Right? Isn't it? There. No, that's not right either. I think I ripped it poorly. Well, it doesn't matter. We're going to ink the bottom with Granny Apple Green. I think the way I ripped it, it's not quite perfect, but that, again, not the worst problem. Like, what did I do wrong here? We're going to get it to work. It's pretty close. All right, and then I'm just going to throw this under here. I'll do it on the back side so you don't have to look at that. And then we're going to use some Granny Apple Green, which I'm just going to get on my blending brush. We're going to get rid of that first bit of green to start with, and then we're going to go over it. Oh, look at how much green is on my blending brush. So that's going really quickly, which is wonderful. And there we go. Perfect. Now mine didn't light up exactly perfect, but that's okay. All right. Oh, Kathy said she's using the DSP with your gnome stamps. That's perfect. Okay, now we want to jazz this up a little bit. So we're going to take our grass stamp. We used that yesterday as well. And we're going to stamp some grass to go with the ink blended grass. So I'm just going to kind of add that on here in a few spots, kind of changing up. We're going to cover a lot of this with, our dinosaurs, but I think this just looks so awesome. And then if your top and bottom don't line up exactly, you can kind of hide it with this stamp and no one will know, which I love. All right. Now we're going to use our Triceratops. I think that's the name of this. I seriously feel like my childhood obsession, actually more like a college obsession with dinosaurs, is being stretched, because I actually went on a dinosaur dig when I was in college. Fun fact. And so, yeah, I don't know. It was kind of a cool experience. It was in South Dakota, in truly the middle of nowhere. I mean, truly. Okay, so I'm going to grab my blends for this one. we're going to use that kind of the workhorse of my blends, I feel like, is Granny Apple Green. I love Granny Apple Green. And then I've got Pumpkin Pie. And I'm also going to use some gray granite because we're going to do a little rock coloring as well. All right. Now I did stamp and die cut this ahead of time just to make the process go a little quicker. So let's start with, actually we'll do the rocks because that's just really easy. We're going to add some rocks to our card. And so I always like starting with my dark color of blends. And I'm just going to kind of color on the lines that are in the stamp. That's where I'm going over it with my dark. And then we'll blend all of that out with our light. Now, if you are relatively new to Stampin' Blends, one thing I want to share with you that is kind of a helpful tip, I think, is when you first get a new set of Stampin' Blends, they can be kind of juicy, if you will. And so you want to be careful. In fact, I would almost, if it's a brand new set of blends, I would almost scribble it on a scrap piece of paper before you bring it to your stamped piece, only because it could have like a little bit of liquid at the tip. And I find that is just the case with my brand new blends. I got a new color lifter not too long ago and found that was the case. Is it had like a drip of that color lifter fluid on the tip, and luckily I caught that before I went to my piece of paper that I was coloring in. There we go. That looks good. I'm actually going to just hit this dark spot one more time with my dark one. Okay. Anyway, so that will prevent things from oozing out beyond the lines of your stamped image. The other tip is, if you've never used them, make sure you practice on some scrap paper, you know, just get a feel for how they work. I also really like using the bullet tips of my blends. I very rarely use the brush tip, and I don't know if you guys knew this, but there's a thin line for the bullet end and a thick line for the brush end. And the reason is because the tip is really, really fine, but it can wear down pretty quickly, especially if you're a hard colorer. Some people are just naturally, they color harder. So just be aware of that. I color lighter. So anyway, we're going to continue on with our little, I think this is a Triceratops. Yeah, she or he's got 3 horns. So we're going to go with this. So what I'm going to do is kind of go dark in the underbelly section, dark on the legs, the back part of the legs, dark here at the tail, and then generally light everywhere else. I will also go a little bit dark on these lines up here. And then I kind of want light in the rest of the areas, maybe a little dark under here. And then we'll blend out light. Okay. And like I said, Granny Apple Green is seriously one of the colors of blends that I use truly the most. It's a great color. I will say if you're getting really squeaky sounds, that could be that you're pressing too hard. Some markers do naturally squeak a little bit more than others when you color with them. I don't know what constitutes the squeaking. I'm not really sure what makes one squeakier than another, but that if you're really squeaky when you color, it could be because you're pressing harder than you need to. I have a friend of mine who, when she stamps, she presses super hard, and it's taken kind of a long time to get her to break that habit. But you know, your stamping is so much better when you don't press like your whole life is getting pushed into that stamping. Okay, so I'm just going to blend that out. Oh, it's just so cute. Okay, and then we're going to do the head, the head, the little flary thing on here. You could even do this in a different color. I was trying to think. what other color I could have done this in. But I kind of liked that this didn't have much pink happening in this, as there's a little in the paper, but generally I liked that. So far the colors we've used are a little bit more pinky purple colors, and I like that this one is not, because it's good for if you have little boys that you're coloring for a, you know, a little gift or what have you. Okay, so that's super cute. And then we'll do the face, and I'm going to go light on the face again. And we can also, to bring in a little lighter color, I can bring in my color lifter, which is always a great choice. But I just love this. So cute. Okay, and I missed this line over here, and maybe I'll just hit these once again to kind of darken that. Oh, looks fantastic. This little knee needs a little dark hit too. Okay, then we're going to use to color the horns. I think I'm going to color those in a little bit of I think I'm going to use some of my light. Well, I guess I can alternate light and dark of my pumpkin pie. Okay, so same with my dots. I'll do some of them light, some of them dark. So there's dark, here's light, skipping over, same thing up here. Dark, and skipping over to light, and then I'll do some dots, some of them in dark and some of them in light, just for fun. Oh my gosh, so cute. Oh, Amy says she's starting to think she needs the set. Well, you know what, Amy? I have one more of these kits left. You could get the set added to your kit at a discount. So you should totally check that out. There should be a link in the description of this video to get it. Because when you buy the birthday kit, you can add the bundle on for a discount. Just saying. Okay. So now we've got that on there. How cute is that? I love it. All right, and then we're going to add our little rocks on here as well. And as I'm positioning these, I'm thinking, okay, maybe I should put some more grass down here, and I think I'll do that just because we'd like to see it. Like that. Okay. Oh, that looks so good. Oh, loving this. Okay. Now, just like before, I want the string to come off of here because we've got a balloon we're going to add. We're going to color that balloon in pumpkin pie, and look at this. I die cut that ahead of time as well because I'm just smart like that. Well, actually, I just hate having you wait while I die cut stuff because it's no fun. This bundle just makes me kind of smile every time I use it. I will say that because it's just so cute. And you can do so many fun things with it for really any age group. Obviously, it's perfect for kids, but I really like, I mean, I would send this to anybody. I think this also is cute for Valentine's Day, which is coming up, because one of the things you can say is, what does it say? Roar means, and then you can put I love you in dinosaur, which I think is cute. Okay. Now my string, my balloon string. So we're going to stamp that in Memento. And pardon my reach across here while I get my Memento pad out. So I'm just going to stamp this kind of coming up like that from behind my dinosaur. So cute. And we'll pop him up. Because obviously, I mean, why wouldn't we pop him up? That's what I always think. Why wouldn't I? If you can, you should, right? All right, and then the balloon. And you can pop up the balloon if you want. You can glue dot it if you want, whatever. We also are going to do a cloud. Now, yesterday we did a cloud. It actually was die cut from the Bright Skies bundle. That was where that cloud came from that we did yesterday. And then today's cloud is actually from this dino. It's actually like a little grassy bushy thing, but it looks like a cloud when you die cut it in white and put it in the sky. So there you go. Which I thought was kind of clever. I did like the cloud from yesterday, but this is really super cute too. All right, so, oh my gosh, like seriously, how cute is that? And then we'll just add the rocks. But I really like how this kind of background came together, so that's fun. And for the rocks, I will just put them on with a glue dot. And then they'll just kind of sit in here like that. Oh, so cute. Okay, now I'm going to adhere this to a little pop of pumpkin pie. And then I will adhere that onto the front of my card. I mean, seriously, this is so cute. Okay, I was wondering where you got the cloud from yesterday. Yeah, I apologize if I didn't share that information when we were live, but yes, it was from the Bright Skies. Sorry, I had to think about that again. Okay, now I also need to add some of that ribbon. I got a fresh roll. I've been using this ribbon a lot. It's pretty nice. I like how it ties. I like that it's not thick. It kind of reminds me of linen, although we just call it woven. Okay. The dinosaur image for a 50-year-old. Having turned 50 this past year, I don't know how I would have felt about it, but I'm a woman, so it's a little different. I just am tucking some of this ribbon behind this Granny Apple Green panel. Actually, I could put it on top. That would be cute too, because we're going to put a little layer over the top of this in a moment. But I'm just going to tie a little knot on here. So we've tied bows. Today is a knot. So in case you've been feeling left out if you're not a bow person, today's your day. We've got a knot. No bows today. Oh my gosh, Sherry said his head would look cute with a wobbler. If that's not the case, I don't know what is. That's such a great idea, Sherry. I actually thought about using a wobbler and ultimately didn't on my project from our first day, but such a cute idea. Okay, so there we go. We've got our little ribbon on the front, and then I'm going to attach this right here, and then this closes up like that. Oh, it's so cute. I mean, seriously, honestly, feloniously cute. Oh my goodness. All right. And to finish this off, we're going to stamp on the inside and then add some gems. Okay, so for the stamping, we've got the roar means blank in dinosaur. So we're going to do that in Granny Apple Green. And I'll just stamp that right here. I'm really hoping that my stamp is clean. Yes, it is. You know, it's still stained a little bit from using it before, and every so often I'm just like, what? Okay, and then we'll take some pumpkin pie and do the happy birthday. Put that right in between. Sorry, I didn't like how I stamped mine the other day. That is perfect. Oh, I love this. And then, because we're not done yet, we're going to take the party hat. And I'm going to stamp the party hat right there. And then we'll color that in as well. Okay, so for that, we'll continue to use our same colors here of the Granny Apple Green and Pumpkin Pie. And we'll just alternate colors because that's just easy peasy. I'm going to start with my dark Granny Apple Green, and then I'll skip 2 and do another. And then I'm going to do my light Granny Apple Green, skip 2, and then I'm going to do my dark on the little pom-pommy part, and then I'm going to do my, maybe I'll do a little dark at the bottom here, and then blend it with a little light, just so we have a variety of the orange color in here. So cute. Okay, I mean seriously. Then I'm going to flip this baby over, and we'll adhere it because we had no issues. And then it can go right on top of this ribbon that we're hiding because we didn't tie it before we adhered our piece of Granny Apple Green. And you can see that just holds everything into position. So this is just such a cute card. Seriously. Okay. Now we're going to make a matching box to go with this. This is a perfect little gift box to use for a variety of things. We're going to put some candy in it. But as I like to share with you that a lot of things fit nicely in boxes such as the ones I'm showing you this week, like cash, gift cards, chocolate, diamonds, whatever, you know, whatever. Okay, so I've got 2 pieces of paper for the base of this. We're going to have a 3 1/8 by 9 1/2 inch piece of Granny Apple Green, and we'll score that here in just a second. We've got, so that's going to like wrap around our box, and then the base of our box is going to be this piece, which is 5 5/8 by 6. We'll score that at 1 1/2 inches all the way around. So let's do that. Okay, so 1 1/2. By the way, the edge of the white on your trimmer is 1 1/2 inches if you have the Stampin' Up! Trimmer. So score all the way around at 1 1/2. One and a half. All right. And then, like any box, we're just going to cut on, not with our ribbon scissors though. We're going to cut on here. Amy, the ribbon is the white woven ribbon. It comes in the kit. Sorry, can you tell I'm trying to get rid of my last kit because I just know it needs to go to a good home. Okay, so I'm just trimming on one of the 2 sides of this. Now we want the rectangular portion to remain straight, but I'm going to cut in on the square part, the little, to create just, you know, so things fit together better when we do our box. We did that on yesterday's box as well. So just cutting in, whenever you cut in, it's almost always on the square piece that you're getting rid of, not on the rectangular piece adjacent to it, if that makes sense. Okay, so then we'll give these a good crease. By the way, I will have a blog post up just right after this featuring the supply list for all the stuff that we use on today's projects so that you can check that out. And of course, when you order in my online store, you can get the PDF. Okay, so now we're just going to put our little box together like that. Okay, so I'm going to put some adhesive on my tabs. I like to use strong adhesive. You can use either Seal Plus or Tear and Tape. Those are strong adhesives. So then I'll take these tabs and put my adhesive on the tabs. And then I just like to line this up nice, so everything is flush and kind of perpendicular. You know, you don't want your box thing hanging way out, like it's already stuck. Then I like to kind of burnish this with my bone folder just to make sure it's stuck really good. You can also use liquid glue if you like. It's kind of whatever is your preferred type of adhesive. Now I've already done, because of already putting adhesive on, instead of the tabs this time, I'm just going to go across this whole panel. It doesn't really matter in this case because they all line up nice and flush, but we'll just do that. And again, we want to make sure these line up so everything's nice and flush. If you struggle with things lining up, here's a couple of suggestions to look at. 1, did you cut that little sliver off? That helps. 2, did you score it straight? I am guilty of not always scoring things straight, and sometimes that can cause problems in my boxes. Okay, so that's the bottom of our box. We're going to create the top of our box, or the wrap for our box, because it's a little slider box. And on this piece, we're going to score at 1. So I'm going to start at 1. And again, you really want to make sure your cardstock is always flush on your trimmer. Okay, 1 3 3/4, 5 1/4. Don't cut. And then 8 inches. I can't tell you how many times I have cut when I've wanted to score. So I'm feeling pretty proud of myself. We did it today. We did not cut anything that was supposed to be scored. Yay us. Okay, and then likewise, we will kind of fold all those score lines. And then what we've done is created a little wrap for our box. Now here's how I like to do it. I like to have the wrap around my box to ensure that it's going to fit correctly. I also like to have this shorter tab be on the bottom side of the box. Okay, so this shorter tab is sticking up from the bottom of my box, because what that means is this side is going to cover up this whole piece and look a little cleaner, if that makes sense. All right, now I'm going to take just the bottom, the shorter tab, because this side is a little longer than this side, and that's where I put my adhesive. Again, we're going to fit this box, we're going to wrap it around, and then I'm making sure it is nice and flush and even. And then I'm going to pull this out and then give it a good press. Again, that just ensures that it is adhered really well. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do, by the way, I just realized we did not embellish our card a minute ago. Okay, so there's my box. We need a way to pull this out. Okay, so to do that, I'm going to take my piercing tool and I'm just going to kind of find the center spot and I'm going to poke this all the way through. Okay, and what that's doing, you could also, if you have a hole punch, you can use that, but this works just fine. So this, we're going to feed a little ribbon through, and the ribbon is like a little loop to pull things out. Okay, so what I like to do with this is I'm going to take this ribbon. We've got the loop, so I would say this is about 6 inches, and then you can do it a little longer if you need to. Then I'm going to kind of pull the ends through. So again, what I end up with is this loop that we can pull out, and then the ends here I'm going to feed through my box like this, and they will feed right through that hole without too much trouble. Okay, then what I'm going to do, and you can do this, actually you can do this way too. well, I'm going to do, well, let me look at my picture. I guess I'm going to do it this way. Well, okay, kidding. One more thing. Well, okay, I'm not going to do the knot. Sorry. I'll show you why in a second. You could do a knot if you wanted. And then the knot would just stick out. But we're going to cover this up, and we can't cover it up if we have the knot. So, sorry, I'm going to go back. My apologies. I'm trying to undo my knot, which is proving to be a little challenging. Well, okay, I'm just going to take another loop. Okay, so I'm going to feed this through my little hole right here. And then what I'm going to do is put adhesive on either side of this. You could do glue dots, whatever you like to adhere. And then we're going to put a little piece to cover it up, and it will also kind of strengthen the box that we're pulling on. Okay, so I put some adhesive on here, and what I'm going to do is lay my ribbon flat in here like this and this. Okay, so it's going to lay pretty good and flat. Pull on that just a touch to make sure. So there's our loop to pull, and then to cover this up so it's not, you know, unseemly, we've got a piece, and where did mine go? Uh-oh. Oh, here it is. This piece is 1 3/8 by 2.5, and it's just going to fit right in here. It's going to cover up all of that ribbon. So now nobody even knows what you did in there. And of course, our knot would work if we didn't put that cover up piece, but the knot would show, you know. But if you don't care about the cover up piece, then you can do the knot. If you want to cover it up and have it look nice and neat like this, that's how. Okay, so now let's put that back in like that, and then you pull on the thing. Pull on the thing, and it works. I love that. Okay, but of course we have to make this just ridiculously cute, of course, because that is kind of the name of the game. So we're going to take our Triceratops, or I'm sorry, T-Rex, and we are going to color this. Again, with our colors, same colors. Oh, sorry, I had to take a sip. So I'm going to color these in, starting with my dark once again. And same process as we've been doing. I like to add the dark areas first, let it blend out to the light areas, and then we'll add some accents in our pumpkin pie. And then I'm going to show you another kind of fun little thing. Okay, so that looks cute. Let's see, we'll do his hands dark. And maybe a little dark right here. And here. And then the rest will be light. So again, you want to go over all the areas when you're blending, because that's how you get the nice seamless blends. Oh, I just love using Stampin' Blends so much. They're just so vibrant and bright. They're easy to work with. You can't see the lines. I'm giggling because whenever I say can't see the lines, all I can think of is the line from Christmas Vacation. Can't see the line, Russ, can ya? No, Dad. That's like one of my husband's favorite quotes. Is from that movie. That's probably one of my very favorite Christmas movies. I think because it's just so relatable. Oh, so cute. And I'm being a little careful around the little spots on my dinosaur because I want to make sure that they don't bleed out so that when I put the other color in here, it'll be okay. And then just like before, I like kind of going in circles on this big round mouth face part. It doesn't, I mean, you don't have to, but I think it looks good because it's going to be a nice round area on him and it'll dry nice. Oh, great coloring if I can just say so myself. All right, so that looks fantastic. Then we'll add some stripes on his tummy with our pumpkin pie. So I'm just going to go every other section light and dark. And then I will do dark for the spots because they're just, I like the dark. And then we're going to leave the spikes white. I think that's okay to do too. Yesterday or the day before we colored them, or I should say yesterday and the day before we colored them. Today we're going to leave them blank just, you know, to change things up. And there's our light. And how cute is that? So cute. Okay, then we've got a little piece of pumpkin pie that's going to fit on our wrap and a coordinating piece of designer series paper. These are, let's see, 2 7/8 by 2 1/2. And then this is 2 3/4 by 2 3/8. All right, so I'm just going to adhere that. Then I also, from a scrap of some Granny Apple Green cardstock, I have die cut 2 of those kind of bushy things. Here's one. Where is my other? Ooh, where is my other? I always check on my arms, like, is it stuck to me? I should have another one of these someplace. Did it fall? I don't see it, but that's okay. We'll make do. Here it is. Glad I found it. Okay, now in your stamp set, and I wonder if I mounted this stamp. I might not have. In your stamp set, there is the little veins, and so we're going to go ahead and grab that. And stamp that on our little bushes, okay? And what I love about this is it just adds some dimension to these bushes so that they're not just plain, okay? So we'll do that again, like so. And then in your little packet of die cuts, there is, I think it's the smallest circle in here. We've got a little circle that's going to be in the back if we're working through. Maybe not. It's this one. It's this. It should be the smallest circle, and we're going to stamp roar. Which, ooh, maybe I don't have that. Ooh, where did my roar go? Oh, it's not. It's not its own stamp. Okay, so that means I need to clean this. And grab my chamois. Okay, so I'm cleaning my stamp because we're going to ink up just the word roar. Now, if you can just ink it up on its own and that's fine. What I like to do to make sure I don't ink up anything I don't want inked up is I cover it with a Post-it. I ink up the word roar. I remove the Post-it. Such an important step. Remove that Post-it, get rid of it, and then we're going to stamp Roar on our cute little circle here. This circle, by the way, comes from the Unbounded Love dies. Okay, so there we have Roar. So cute. Okay, and then we're going to take, there's little dino footprints, and we're going to stamp those on here as well, because it's just too much. I mean, literally. Okay, so there's our little dino footprints in Granny Apple Green. And then we're going to put all of this together. All right, so I'm going to attach this to the top of my box. Like so. Pull this out to make sure I can adhere it really well. And then we'll pop up our dinosaur on top. It's just so cute. And then got that right on there like so. And then I'm going to add my Roar. I think I'll probably just adhere this directly to my box. And I'm going to have it just a little hanging off the side there. And then we're going to add our two little bushy things. That's official Stampin' terminology, bushy things. Okay, and then I just need to, I forgot to put my bling on my card, so we'll come and do that here in 1 sec. I'm going to pop the second one up just to give it a little dimension. And I think you're just going to love this so much because, let's be honest, we need more stupid, cute things in our lives these days, right? And this just makes me happy to make these little projects. Okay. All right, so there's that. Okay, now in here, a couple of suggestions on stuff you can put in here. So I've got these fun little candies that I got actually kind of a while ago. I have a whole collection of stamping candy. It's literally what I call it. And it is candies that will fit in, or I can use, you know, in different projects. And I'm just looking for a clear envelope. So what I'm going to do is, okay, this is, no, this here. I've got a clear envelope. I'm going to take some of these little star candies. I'm for sure going to eat one. I mean, hello. And then they match. There's a few other colors, but they match, which is fun. Okay, I'll probably put a few more in there than this, but this will work. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the flap off of my clear envelope because we're not going to seal it. But instead what we're going to do is we're going to kind of tie this in a little knot with some ribbon and then put it in here. And I might just kind of alter this slightly so it'll fit the way I want it to fit in our box. So like that'll fit in there like that. Now you can also put, I don't have any handy, but you could put a little of that shreddy stuff in here. That would be cute. You could add cash, chocolates. You could cover little Hershey nuggets with, you know, the coordinating designer series paper. So there's a lot of things that you can put in this little box. I like money and diamonds, but again, I like receiving them more, the diamonds anyway, than giving them. Okay, so I'm just going to tie this. And this is just a clear envelope that we have got these in our catalog. But you could use other, you know, other stuff for this too. I probably could have put a little more candy in there, but you get the idea. Snip that off so it's kind of a normal length. And then we'll put this in our little box. And it's so cute. Okay, so there it is. Again, I could kind of arrange it a little better, but you get the idea. So fun. And who wouldn't like to receive this as a little favor or something? So it would be cute for a birthday party. And it was really pretty easy to put together. All right, let me bring in my card. Now I got to put my little sunny dots on here because my gosh, they're just so cute. Okay. So for this, I'm just going to take your pick tool. I'm going to put one up here. I'm going to put one right there. And then I'm going to put another one down here. Oh! Seriously, how cute are these? So I hope you had fun creating these projects with me today. I will be right back here tomorrow with more cuteness overload for you. Again, just a reminder that if you would like, I still have one kit left. I would love to send it to you. You can also purchase the PDF, or you can get it for free with a $60 purchase in my online store, and I'd be so grateful for your business. It helps keep bringing more awesome videos just like this to you each week. And I hope that you can also give me the thumbs up if you haven't already, whether you're watching live or on the replay. It really helps so much. Thank you guys so much for stamping with me today. I will see you soon. Bye.